of hydrogen. How does hydrogen occurs? Hydrogen occurs both in free state and in the combined state. Here it occurs in the free state and it occurs in the combined state. In the combined state. So when we are talking about free state, wow. Remember, when we are talking about free state means hydrogen as it is will be found. That is known as free state. Combined state means what? It is hydrogen will be combined with any other elements. For example, it will be water. In water, hydrogen is present, so hydrogen is combined with oxygen. Another one, it can be HCl. So this is in the combined state. Understood? So where do you find hydrogen in the free state? So this one in the sun surface, it can be. Another one, it can be present in the volcanic gases. Okay, and another one, it can be also some portions in the natural gases. It mixed with the natural gases. And it is found in the certain rocks. It is found in certain rocks and minerals. And in the combined state, it is combined with many cases. Hydrogen is the essential part, mainly acids, mainly base. Okay, for example, NaOH I am taking, so here hydrogen, it is in the combined state. Understood, I hope? So hydrogen present both in the free state and the combined state. Now we will see how we usually represent hydrogen. Hydrogen, it is represented H2. Where it is present? Hydrogen, it is present as, and it is atomic number is 1. Number of electron will be 1. Number of proton equal to 1. Number of neutron equal to 0. So its atomic mass also 1. And it has 3 isotopes also. It can be represented 1,1, 1,2 and 1,3. Here all these are. In case of deuterium, tritium, these neutrons are present, but only hydrogen neutrons are not present. So now let us see the position of hydrogen in the periodic table. So position of hydrogen in the periodic table. Position of hydrogen in the periodic table. Now let us see this periodic table. Let us see. So in this periodic table, I hope you can see this one. This periodic table, hydrogen is present here. It is 1A group. 1A group hydrogen is present. Along with that one, hydrogen also present in the 7th A group. It's not clear. Here you see. Hydrogen present in the 7th A group. Hydrogen present in the 7th A group, and hydrogen it is present in 1A group. Okay, so why these two are present here in two cases? Actually it is present here only, but as this characteristics property of hydrogen match with all these characteristics property of this alkali metals, that is why it present here. And in this case also, in this case 7A group halogens, these are also all these cases, this is also a match with the property of hydrogen. Hydrogen match the property with the halogens. So now let us see what are the similarities of hydrogen with alkali metals, means why hydrogen it is placed in 1A group. first one we can see it is the electronic configuration. It is the electronic configuration. Okay, the property is electronic configuration. In electronic configuration, we can say as it is 1a group, so valence electron should be 1. Yes, so in case of hydrogen, one electron only there, so hydrogen it is 1. In case of sodium, this one it is after hydrogen it comes lithium. In case of lithium 2 1. In case of sodium 2 8 1. In case of potassium 2 8 8 1. So all this continues. See, all the cases outermost shell we are getting one number of electrons. So it satisfies electronic configuration. Okay, next one we will go for this electropositive. So next character is electropositive in nature. Electropositive in nature. So what does mean by electropositive? So when an element, let it be X is the element, it lose electron and it becomes X plus. That time this is known as an electropositive element. So 1a, all the metals are present in 1a along with hydrogen. Metals have the tendency to lose electron. So here what happens? They lose electron and they become electropositive. For example, let us take sodium. It is lose one electron, it becomes Na plus. In case of hydrogen, also lose one electron and it becomes H plus. Potassium, lose electron, it becomes K plus. So as sodium, potassium, let it be lithium, lose one electron, it becomes lithium plus. So like this, all these things occurs, and hydrogen also the same thing. That is why it is electropositive in nature and it is 1 plus. Okay, all the metals, because it has one valence electron only in its one valence electron. Okay, so now let us go for valency. What should be the valency? So here next one is valency. So valency is determined by how many the number of electron in the outermost shell. Yes, outermost shell. So depending upon this one only, electrons can be lost or electrons can be gained. So in case of hydrogen, it has one electron only. In case of lithium, this is one electron, 2 1. And in case of sodium, this one is 2 8 1. In case of potassium, 2 8 8 1. So all these cases they have the they have the one electron in that outermost and they have the tendency to lose one electron only. So here all the cases valency is 1. Okay, and then so next we will go for what is its whether it is a oxidizing agent or reducing agent. So here oxidizing or reducing, let us see, reducing agent. Let us see, here I have taken or. So now let us analyze that one. Here this metals lose electron. So when they lose electron, they themselves oxidizes and they help other to reduce. Yes or no? So ultimately see this one, metals, they lose electron. Loss of electron is oxidation. But when they for themselves they oxidize, which help others to reduce. So metals act as a reducing agent. Act as a reducing agent. Yes. So here also hydrogen lose one electron to becomes H plus. Here sodium lose one electron to becomes Na plus. So here acid, hydrogen, like all the metals, they lose electron. That is why hydrogen is a reducing agent. Here in case of oxidizing or reducing, now it comes as a reducing agent only. Understood? So next we will go for where it is liberated in case of electrolysis. So now we got the idea, hydrogen H plus, this is Na plus, K plus, all these things. Means all these are it forms this positive ions are formed. Positive ions are formed. So in case of electrolysis, if I am taking electrolysis, here this is electrode, this is an electrode, here I am taking this one, it is the cell, this one is the positive terminal, this is the negative terminal. Obviously some electrolytes will be there. When this switch is on, this conduction is started, then towards this negative electrode, who will move toward these electrodes? Obviously positive charge particles, positive charge ions, they travel towards negative. So all these metals along with hydrogen, they are liberated at cathode. So liberated at cathode. Okay, so here this is liberated at cathode, and here it has the strong affinity. What will go for these reactions? It has the strong affinity for nonmetals. So here metals have strong affinity for nonmetals. Affinity for nonmetals means metals, they combine with nonmetals to form the bond. Understood? Here what we are doing, here metals, like metals of the reduced means affinity for these nonmetals, here hydrogen also have the affinity. H2 you can write this affinity for this one. Okay, then here this is the reducing agent we have discussed. One of the reaction I forgot to tell you here. Let us see reducing agent. Here reducing agent, when we are talking about reducing agent, let us take hydrogen. What type of reducing agent it is? If I am taking copper oxide and hydrogen it is taken, what happens here? Here hydrogen combine with oxygen, so it will be copper along with water. Understood? So here copper oxide, it is changes to copper, and hydrogen, it is your water. Clear? So like this, if I am taking copper oxide along with sodium, here what I am getting? Here I am getting Na2O. So it will be 2. So copper oxide changes to copper, Na, it is to Na2O. So this is the reducing property. Now, as hydrogen is also present in 7th A group, it is kept. Then why it is kept there? So here the similarity of hydrogen with halogens. So first of all, let us go for its physical state. So here physical state. Here first of all we can say all these are the halogens are gases at room temperature. So except bromine and all this. So let us see some fluorine, chlorine. So this is also physical state. Hydrogen also gas, that is also gases. Then electronic configuration. So electronic configuration, hydrogen, it is one only. Now let us see hydrogen, then comes your fluorine. Fluorine atomic number 9. So this configuration is 2,7. Then comes chlorine. Chlorine, it is 17. It is 287. Let it be this much only. So we are having fluorine, chlorine 27, 287. Now question arises, if hydrogen has the one electron, how this one will match? Why I am telling this one? Hydrogen can gain electron, fluorine gain electron, this one gain electron. So now question arises, how many electrons they gain? Here in case of hydrogen, hydrogen can here can gain one electron, so it becomes H minus. Fluorine gain one electron, so minus. Chlorine gain one electron, so it can be chlorine minus. Yes, so here another thing it can be, what should be the characteristics? It will be electronegative. Electronegative in nature. It is electronegative in nature because all these are forming these negative ions by gain of electron. So as halogens they gain electron, hydrogen also can gain electron to have its outermost shell complete. Here all these cases they have this octet rule, and these have this duplet rule. Okay, so if I am going for the valency, in this all the cases they are gaining one electron only, so valency will be 1. Yes, then interestingly we will go for whether it is oxidizing agent or reducing agent, and we have discussed metals along with hydrogen are reducing agents. Now let us see, if I am taking for fluorine gain one electron, it becomes F minus. Chlorine gain electron and it becomes Cl minus, and here gain of electron, it is nothing but reduction, okay, or reduced. So here it itself reduced, for others it help others to oxidize, so it is a oxidizing agent. Those who reduce itself, it acts as a oxidizing agent for others, because whatever electrons it is gaining, it is lost by some other element. That is why it is oxidizing agent. So here let us go for hydrogen. Hydrogen also gain one electron and it becomes H minus. So hydrogen is also oxidizing agent. Then let us go for atomicity. Here atomicity. In case of atomicity means what? How many number of atoms present in a molecule. So here number of atoms present in one molecule. So while writing, how I can write? I can write hydrogen like this. Chlorine, it is represented like this. Fluorine represented like this. Bromine represented like this. So what will be its atomicity? Atomicity is 2. Its atomicity is 2. Number of atoms present in one molecule, H2, Cl2, F2, Br2, all these cases it will be 2 only. Okay, so here it is negative, electronegative we have discussed, and also we have discussed this electronic configuration, nature. So both are these non-metals, and here also this hydrogen and halogens, both are non-metals. Okay, and here these characteristics also both combine with non-metals to form this compound.